question and not, you don't need to be trying to put it in their face that I can also do Scrum, or since you are looking for Scrum. If they didn't ask you anything about it, I don't think that you should be mixing up the answers to the questions that they ask. I think Philip has something to say.
Yeah, please go ahead, Philip.
So Michael, maybe I'll just try to help here to say, when I say help, it's going to be a question. The question is, have you done any within Blackforce? Can you tell us the project you've done? What was your role? I think maybe we can start with that so I can even realize that, okay, this is what I've done. This was my role. What did you do? Just run us through, because whatever they're going to ask you tomorrow is going to be practical. It's going to be tied to the fact that under your belt, you should have 3 projects or 3 basic roles that you've done. So when they are asking, you just say, oh, for instance, by the time you give them that storyline of the project you've done, what your role, what you've done, that will help. So maybe you can tell us.
So Philip, we'll get her to answer. So if anyway, you're going to answer that question when we come back. We need to jump out of this call now and just jump back in. Okay, go ahead.
Okay, let me tell you about a recent project I just concluded. It's a Salesforce implementation project for a hospital in the United States. And at the beginning of the project, I collaborated with my project manager to have a meeting, an engagement with the stakeholders to understand their pain points. And some of their pain points were they had a fragmented system. They also had lack of collaborations amongst the staffs and as well as between them and their patients. They also had lack of record management system, and they also had redundant tasks and repetitive tasks. At the beginning of the project, I worked as the business system analyst for that project. Basically, my duties were conducting requirement gathering and acting as a liaison between the business and its development team. So at the initial stage of the project, which is the planning stage, I had a